My name is Jason Smith. I'm the Superintendent of Schools here at the Batavia City School District. The goal of the BCSD Reimagined project, we have three essential pieces. The first goal is to look at our safety improvements, things like blue light notifications to improve our response time in the event of emergency, and improving our athletic fields. The second goal, our buildings are older and we need to make sure we take care of our properties. It's more expensive to fix a roof when you need the roof as opposed to doing preventative maintenance. And the third goal is looking at instruction. We're excited to move 5th grade out of the middle school back into an elementary setting and then turning Robert Morris into an early childhood center. It's important to note that there will be no additional taxes as a result of this project. The entire share of the project comes from our capital reserves, which essentially in layman's terms is our savings account, and about $38 million we're estimating to come from state aid, which will offset the entire cost of the project.
We've been working on the capital project for well over a year now, bringing in our architect team, CPL, thoroughly thought through by Jason Smith, our superintendent. We wanted a zero tax increase to the community. We found a way financially to make it work.
The project will allow us to really focus on the developmental nature of learning, starting with our youngest learners. Children really thrive at the elementary level with one main teacher. The teacher gets to know them, learns their strengths, and helps them to attain their personal best. We really want to provide an experience that allows us to maximize resources in each school to ensure that all students are learning at high levels.
I think our youngest learners will benefit because they'll be able to come as their first experience at Robert Morris, and then with 1st grade and 2nd grade at Jackson Primary, it will be our foundational skills that they will have exposure to. Preschool and kindergarten will be in the same building. There'll be more peers their own age, more teachers, and it's one less transition.
I'm most excited about seeing our 5th graders return to John Kennedy, getting them ready to transition to a middle school environment in 6th grade. It's allowing us to still have the classroom teacher as that touch point for the students as they're learning to make more independent choices. And so it will allow us to prepare our students really well for middle school as we lead students toward more independence.
The most important thing we can do for our families is to get them in school as soon as possible. I would also mention the opportunity for our student athletes, which is very important of our school culture here, giving them the opportunity to play more games in a safer environment here at our high school on turf, which is very common now in many schools.
We live in Western New York. We get all 4 seasons on a synthetic field. There's going to be permanent marking and lines, which is amazing because it provides our student athletes an opportunity to use these fields all year round. We already have a synthetic turf field at Vendetta Stadium. Vendetta has drawn neutral sites for sectional events, and that's something that can open the doors here with our new synthetic turf for both baseball and softball, and kind of makes Batavia the hub of not only the community, but Section 5 as well.
Doing a capital project like this allows the district to leverage state aid instead of doing normal repairs and needed repairs out of the district's general fund, which drives the district's tax levy on an annual basis. The local share will be covered by the district's capital reserves, which through prudent budgeting practices over the past several years, the district has been able to contribute to these reserves. The project will be monitored throughout the duration to ensure that the goals from the community input are being accomplished throughout the project.
For me, the most important part of the Reimagined project is the reconfiguration of the grades. I think that's super important, and I think it will impact it in an extremely positive way.
It's nice to know that the district is paying attention and addressing the needs, and our kids are getting the improvements that they need to keep up with today's world.
The timeline for the project, we'll have the vote on Thursday, December 14th, assuming the vote passes. About a year from now, we hope to be engaging in the bid process to get the best price from our contractors, and then we expect the first phase of construction to begin in the spring of 2025. The entire project should be done by the end of the 2027 calendar year.
This is a great thing for the community of Batavia. Once this is all completed, the building improvements with the students being moved from one location to another, everybody's going to be excited about it. Make sure you come out and vote on Thursday, December 14th.
Please vote on Thursday, December 14th.
Please vote
On Thursday, December 14th.
Please vote on Thursday, December 14th.
Please vote on Thursday, December 14th.